Good evening, staff. I know you're probably thinking, what is that place? Looks kind of familiar. Yeah, that's old MHS. Hope everybody had a good Thursday today. Wanted to come to you tonight a little different tool. We've been talking about screencasting lately. This is a tool called Screencast-O-Matic.com. So you've heard of Screencastify. There's also Screencast-O-Matic.com. It's web-based. It's free. 15 minutes is the longest video you can make. But as we're all finding out, we're learning very quickly, you don't want to make a video that's 15 minutes long anyway. So today, we had a good day around Mason. I'm sure you all in your different locations, I'm hoping you had a good day as well learning. Couple highlights for me. You got my notes earlier when we talked about in our executive meeting this morning. Unfortunately, we're going to have to close the building Friday night, 11:30. Partially due to spring break. We want to make sure everybody's out of the building, so we're not going to have access to it. And we're hoping to get back in when we start phase 2. But you never know, since everything changes. So that's another thing we talked about in the meeting today. We're really starting to look at virtual office hours for our staff and a sort of a bell schedule for students. It's not really a bell schedule as you think a traditional day would be. It's more of what days are they going to be working on, which assignments and which classes. A couple of the highlights, at least for me today, had Coach Rapp contact me. He's telling me, well, usually on Thursdays we have our Fellowship Christian Athletes meeting. And, we usually have it in the Harvard room in the morning. He said, heck, why don't we have this thing and just use Google Hangouts? Well, he did. And they had their meeting like they always do. Little things like that shows me that we're all getting used to different tools and we're still can do a lot of the same things that we've done. It's just going to look a little bit differently. Had another teacher contact me today about the beauty of screencasting. So you're seeing a form of screencasting right now where you can share your face and also the screen. She was telling me how nice it was to see her kids and let them see some different tools that she's using and trying out and some things that they're going to be using here in the next couple of weeks. Tell you one highlight for me now. This was last night. So I'm driving down the road. Okay. I get this email pops up. It says, hey, you got a Google Hangout invitation. I click this thing. Have my phone up on my dash. Still driving safely. Hit the button. Up pops Vance Reed. Google Hangout. He's looking at me. We're both looking at each other. He's like, I am talking to you while you're driving down the road. I was like, yes, you are, sir. Had a great conversation. As always, you can imagine Mr. Reed jacked up, learning new things. It was, I think it was startling for both of us, both the fact that where we've gone in the last few days. It's amazing, but it was a highlight of my day. It was pretty cool. We had a good conversation. It brings me to a point. We're all at different places right now. And the most important thing is to realize that's okay. So when I talk about Mason and being great and us being elite, I mean that. But I also mean different people are at different places, and that's perfectly fine. When it comes to greatness, greatness, as Eric Thomas says in the quote, it's a lot of small things that are well done. And so looking at greatness and looking where we are, different people are going to be different places. We're going to set that bar nice and low. We're going to start slow. We're going to progress. Okay? So don't be worried about what we're looking for as an administrative team or as a district. Just worry about getting the basics out, getting our feet wet, getting our students comfortable, and us progressing. Okay, remember tomorrow, staff happy hour, it's virtual. Miss Jordan sent the email earlier. Okay, it's voluntary, but we'd like to see everybody there. So have a good evening. Have a good Friday. I'll be in touch tomorrow.